What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we are going to be discussing the whole drama around the One Piece Treasure Cruise Global's Enel Sugo-Fest. Now, this particular situation that we're currently in right now only pertains to the 12th multi-pull on the Enel Sugo-Fest. It doesn't have anything to do with anything else in the Sugo-Fest. So just to say straight off the bat, if you are doing 12 multiples on this Sugo-Fest anyway, it is kind of stupid, but it's still something that needs to be talked about because they have clearly made a mistake here, and I feel like Global got shafted in terms of their compensation for this actual shaft that they gave to us, like basically false advertising their Sugo-Fest. Now, let's go ahead and go through this Sugo-Fest post, this Reddit post up by Hehoho7. Thank you very much to him for actually bringing light to the situation. Otherwise, like, no one would have really noticed unless if someone did 12 multiples, really. But let's have a look at this. So he says, so in the announcement, it states that we get a legend from a selected pool on the 12th multi-pull. So when you do the 12th multi, the last poster is guaranteed to either be Katakuri, Akainu V2, Luffy Ace, Shirahoshi, and Inuarashi. That is what it states on the actual announcement of the Sugo-Fest. And also, when you go to the banner in-game and you click the information on the banner, it literally states that on the 12th multi-pull. However, when you go to the rates for the Sugo-Fest, the actual percentage to get each character, you can see these are the actual rates that appear on the page. So you can see all the characters there. Yes, we already know Bandai do this, where the best characters that are rated up have a lower percentage. I freaking hate it so goddamn much. I really hate it, but it happens. It happens. We knew that was going to happen anyway. However, it states that Enel was pullable from the 12th multi, which, okay, it makes sense that he would be pullable because it's his Sugo-Fest, but you already get him like 4 or 5 times throughout the Sugo-Fest. When you get to this 12th multi, you already get 5 copies of Enel along the way. So I feel like it was kind of stupid to have him here anyway, but on the actual announcement, those 5 legends were on the actual announcement. Enel was not listed, which means that Enel taking 22% of the chance for you to get one of these other legends was kind of shitty. So he goes on to say, not only do they boost the old legends, which we already knew, put Enel on the pool, and you already get him 5 copies of him. Yes, we already knew that. The behavior is completely unacceptable, if not illegal. And he says, I did not do 12 multi-pulls. I wanted to and want a refund. Actually, I didn't pull at all. I just want to make people aware. So very, very, very big shout out to Hehoho7 for actually, bringing light to the whole situation, because no one would have really known unless if someone did 12 multis and got NL from it. Okay, so we're currently in game right now, and on the important notice tab, this was out yesterday. So this information was pertaining to the rare recruits and the fact that they saw that there was an error and they were investigating the issue. We now have a full post detailing the entire situation in the game right now. So it says, Kami Sugo-Fest character distribution error notice. The following error has occurred in the Sugo-Fest underway from the 9th of January, and maintenance was performed at this time. The error has been corrected as of January 10th. So basically, as of now, it is now fully corrected. So it says, the last one posted for the 12th multi-pull of the 10+1 rare recruit had a chance for distribution of a character that was not the select Sugo-Fest exclusive list. So this is exactly what the post said on Reddit, the fact that NL was not supposed to be in that 12th multi-pull. So it says the character distribution, this is what was actually happening. You can see Kami NL was the #1 unit there, and then after the fix, he is removed. So yes, they did make a complete error on their behalf there. The drop rate list has also been fixed accordingly. We will inform users who performed the 12th pull for the 10+1 recruit during the time of this error at a later date regarding the details. For this rare recruit maintenance, we'll be giving everyone a rainbow gem in a separate message. Thank you for enjoying One Piece Treasure Cruise. So if we go to our mailbox right now, I believe we've actually got our free gem here. I think this is our gem. Yes, okay, so this is just basically saying because of their maintenance period, they're giving everyone 1 gem. Now, in my personal opinion, this is pretty unacceptable in terms of compensation for this, because on the Japanese side of the game, literally the same game had a similar issue to this, and their compensation was absurd. So I want to go over to another Reddit post that was like uploaded many months ago pertaining to a very similar issue that actually happened and what they got as their compensation on the JP side of the game. Okay, so now we're back on the Reddit page. We can see here, this is a post that was uploaded 11 months ago by Flying Raijin saying Sugo-Fest gem refund compensation. So there's a post here. Koala-san actually made a full translation here. It says, reason for the refund is because the Sugo description was wrong about the last poster on the 3rd, 6th, 9th, and 12th multi-pull. It initially said that if you did a multi on the 3rd, 6th, 9th, or 12th, you were going to be getting a guaranteed rate-up legend. However, they made a mistake, and it was only just supposed to be a flat-out legend. So everyone was going to be doing pulls because, you know, you could get a guaranteed pool of legends. Obviously, you know, whittling down what characters were available to you on those multis, making it a little bit easier to get certain characters. But the fact that it was actually all legends available, that was a humongous mistake. So it says the Sugo-Fest has been suspended. They did a full suspension, and they made it so you could pull at a later date. Now, the issue here is their compensation for this was a full refund on any single pull that they did on the Sugo-Fest. You didn't even have to do up until the 3rd multi-pull. You could have done 1 or 2 multi-pulls. You could have done a couple of singles. However many gems you spent on the Sugo-Fest, you got a full refund of any amount of gems that you spent. Now, this is not the exact, like, word for word, exact same situation that has happened on the JP and the global side of the game. However, it is pretty similar. There was a character that was available on the 12th multi-pull that shouldn't have been there in that pool of legends that was actually guaranteed 5 other times in the Sugo-Fest. And then they've got this situation here where on the JP side of the game, where you weren't guaranteed a rate-up legend, where everyone was pulling for it, and they refunded every single gem that was spent on that banner to every single player. On top of this, I believe it was stated here, yeah, this guy here, Flying Raijin, the guy who made the post, just got refunded 150 gems since I did 3 multis. A friend got 250 gems back since he did 5. Now, I would think it would be fair if, you know, whatever, you know, step you got to, you got refunded that. So if you did 3 steps, if you got up to, you know, the 3rd multi, you got refunded those ones. If you did 5 multis, you only got refunded 150 gems. That's what I would think would make a lot more sense, that however many you spent up until that guaranteed step, you would get that back. But because this guy did 5 multis, 250 gems, he did 5 multis, didn't even do up to the 6th for another guaranteed legend, he still got all of them back no matter what. And it says it's only for those who've pulled before the error. And also 5 gem compensation for everyone. Like, again, like, Global only got 1 gem, and that wasn't even for the actual error. That was literally just because of the maintenance that they held for this Sugo-Fest. So they got given 5 gems. Even if you didn't pull, you got 5 gems, and then they fully refunded everyone who did any pulls on the Sugo-Fest. So that's my issue with this whole situation here, is the fact that a very similar situation happens on Global and the JP side of the game, and Global got a massive shaft in terms of their compensation. Now, I didn't do any pulls personally on it, so I don't really feel that bad about it, but for anyone who's done pulls on the Sugo-Fest, I feel like it would have been a much fairer situation to just fully refund everyone, even though not everyone would have done the 12th multi, but Bandai doesn't know that, right? Like, what if someone, you know, did like 2 multis and then they're waiting for pay to come in to go to the 12th multi-pull, right? Like, people might have actually gone for the 12th multi-pull, even though not everyone would have, and I don't think anyone would have. I think it's a really silly situation if you did actually do that, but it's just something to think about, that, you know, a very similar situation happens on both sides of the game, and only one side gets, like, actual fair compensation for this whole debacle, really. So, anyways, that's kind of just what I want to make the video about. I feel like it's such a kick in the balls that they did this. Only giving 1 gem out. Oh, you know, 1 gem, here you go. But for people who did do 12 multis, they said they are going to contact you. I would imagine they're going to give you some sort of like free multi-pull or a guaranteed legend multi-pull or something down the road. We'll have to wait and see for that one, but still, I don't know, man. I'm not really happy about how Bandai have handled this situation. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the whole situation down below. As I said, like, I didn't really know about this until this actual post was made. I had no idea this was a situation until people started, you know, bringing light to the whole situation. So I think it's really, really cool that HeHo7 has actually made light on this, but I just hope that this doesn't happen again. And even if it does happen, I hope fair compensation is given to all players. But anyways, that's going to end it for this video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. It's not a very positive video, but hopefully you guys understand my frustration and how I feel about the game right now in terms of this particular situation. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video, and if you guys did, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.